doing this morning? I hope everyone is well, doing well. I'm on my way to work. God is good this morning. I just wanted to come share just some knowledge with you all that will help someone. Okay, it will help you. Um, if you're the type of person, and when I talk about things, I'm not here to be conceited or be, self-centered or prideful or anything like that. The truth is the truth. One thing I know how to speak is the truth. But if you're someone who cannot, and this is something you're going to have to work on. If you're someone that feels like you cannot celebrate someone when they're winning, or you cannot genuinely congratulate someone because you feel like it's taking something from you, you got a lot of healing to do. Okay? You have a lot of work to do on yourself. I never understood how people could feel some type of way when they see someone else being praised or getting accolades or being congratulated when they don't even know the people. Okay? You're just in the vicinity of that person, but you don't know them. And it's even worse if you knew them, right? It's already a problem. You're in your feelings, or you feel like you're not being the one that's giving the attention because you feel like it's taking something from you. That's a problem. That means you have a lot of healing to do. And I don't want friends like that. I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to be around family like that. I don't want to be around associates, co-workers. I don't want to be around no one who feels some type of way when they see someone else being praised, when they see someone else winning or receiving a gift or won a prize, or the attention is on them. Like, I don't want to be around people like that, right? Because I'm the type of person, I've always been this way. I could congratulate people and be happy for people even if I don't know them. Or even if yes, I could be just genuinely happy for people without feeling inadequate, without feeling like someone is taking something from me, right? At this tender age of 45, I don't want to be around anyone who is that way. You know how you tell some people good news, and this is why God gave me wisdom. This is why I don't share with people certain things that I'm doing anymore. I just do it. I don't need permission. I don't need validation. You will find out when everybody else find out, okay? Or if I tell you in conversation. But this is why I think God gave me wisdom to be quiet and work on things in silence. Because sometimes you telling people and you expect for them to be happy for you, and they're really not happy for you. So that will, because in your head, you expect you telling your sister, you expect you telling your mom, in your head, you expect telling your child, whomever, I'm just naming people. In your head, you got this big expectation, like these people are going to just pay homage or celebrate you. And when you tell them good news and they don't celebrate you, that kills your spirit. That kills your desire. So this is why I don't tell people anything unless it's my good friend that I know who is very secure in herself. And that's it. Or my children. I don't tell people anything because they can't handle the joy that you have and the passion you have about the thing you are doing. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of healing to finally do something. And you want to share with people who you think are for you, and you tell them and they give you this dry, oh. They give you this dry, oh. Or they give you this dry, oh, that's good. But they got the energy for everything else. They got energy for everybody else. They got energy for foolishness. And when it comes to you, that's why I don't say anything. I'm doing things right now that I haven't told anybody. My kids barely know. But my thing is, and it's not about me doing what I'm doing because I'm going to do it regardless. But my thing is, I don't want to be connected to nobody who's a hater, who got a jealous spirit. Because a jealous spirit, my grandmother told me, a person who's jealous of you, they will unalive you physically, and they will do it spiritually by assassinating your character. So I don't want to be around people. When I sense in my spirit that the people are messy, they're jealous, I move around. I move around. Okay? I don't have time for that. Life is too short. I got too much in me to get out into the world, because I'm not taking nothing to the grave with me. Look, I ain't taking nothing. I'm when I die, I'm dying empty, which means every idea, every book, everything I got in me, I'm gonna get it out of me. And I don't have time to deal with people in pettiness and jealousy and hate, and you always got to be back and forth and messiness. He say, she say, this person said. No, we grown. We are adults. If a person has an issue, they need to come to you and talk to you, not go to a third party. When people do that, when people go to third parties, and when people go to third parties, what the world? Lord bless her, Jesus. Lord bless that lady. When people go to third parties, I think they're keeping up mess. That's a spirit. That's a spirit of the enemy. That's a divisive spirit trying to cause discord. And when I see them spirits moving, I know how to pray. I know how to deal with that. When I see them spirits moving, because one thing about when you are a light, right? When you are a light, when you are a light, and when you are a light in darkness, people are going to see that, and they're going to be jealous. They're going to be intimidated. They're going to lie, and they're going to conjure up all types of lies and deceit to cause chaos and confusion. And I know one thing about when you do the work on yourself, and when you connect with God, when you pray and you fast and you do the work on yourself, you will be able to see things more spiritually. You will be able to see it more. You will be able to see it easily. You won't be blind naturally. Spiritually, you will see things before they happen. When you stay connected, right? When you stay connected to God, you will be able to see things. And it's not for you to be like, I see you, devil. It's not for you to say, I see you, spirit. Okay? It's not for you to say that. It's for you to move around. It's for you to know how to pray. It's for you to be wise. It's for you to play chess and not checkers. Because one thing about spirits, I know when they operating. I know when the spirit is jealous. I know when the spirit is hateful. I know when the spirit is intimidated. Because them spirits will lie on you. Them spirits will put you in mess that you ain't even got no business in. You ain't even thinking about the stuff people put you in. Your mind is not even on that. I tell my kids all the time, they think I'm just funny. And I can't say God gave me a spirit, of being hilarious. I have that. I've had that since a child, since school. Okay. But that's just part of me, and I embrace that. I'm not running from that. Right. I lost my train of thought, what I was going to say, because I am driving and paying attention. I was going to say something that was so deep, and I lost my train of thought. But I just don't, this what I tell my kids. I'm like, rent is too high to be dealing with foolishness. I don't know how people have the energy to be messy, and the way bills are, how high rent is. Rent too high to be thinking about anything else. Listen, bills too high to be in the mess. It costs too much to be messy. My focus is on trying to keep up with life, keep up with the world, keep up with making sure my house is in order. Rent too high. Rent is too high to be messy. Mortgages, if you got a mortgage, taxes, and all this stuff is going up. It's too much to be in messiness. When I see people are being messy at their ripe old age, I move around. Because I'm not going to expend my energy wasting time on foolishness when rent is up there near the Lord. Rent is so high, it's almost reaching the third heavens. And I'm just being hilarious, but you get my point. You get my point. There's no need for foolishness, and I don't have time. Because sometimes people try to not only project, but they try to, what they call, what we all got, we all have it in some sense, and we all have a spiritual gift in some sense. They try to read you, and they try to really find out who you are, and they don't be knowing who you really are, right? They don't be knowing who you truly are. They get it wrong about you because how you present. Y'all, I'll tell people, stop bothering people if you don't know who they are. You don't know how they pray. You don't know how they rank spiritually. I don't bother people. When I tell you, I don't bother people. I don't care how they look. I don't care. I just don't bother folks. I mind my business. I drink my water. I be kind, and I move on. I don't want to deal with anybody who's not dealing with themselves, because it's hard to deal with people who are not dealing with themselves, because they're going to always feel attacked. They're going to always feel like, they're jealous. They're going to always feel like somebody's trying to compete with them. They're going to always feel like somebody's trying to outshine them. The way I think, my thinking is abundant. There's more than enough. There's enough for you. There's enough for me. There's enough for everyone. So I don't think limited, right? I'm not a limited thinker. So therefore, what you got going on, they don't have anything to do with me. Your blessings don't have anything to do and will not take away from me, right? And I just don't think that way. And I don't want to be around people who think because I'm doing good, or I don't want people to feel like I'm hating on them because they're doing good, they're increasing. No, I don't believe in that. I don't have this hater. Even in my lack, when I was growing up, I never had this haters mentality. I never had this, it's not enough for me mentality. Y'all, I got to get in. We'll finish this conversation. I got to go to work. You all be blessed.